Hello, everyone, and welcome to P.S.Etc. Politics and Spirit and More. And so today I wanted to bring an uplifting message. I'm BlueStar, and as you can see on my background, there are two things I wanted to speak to, and I'm very concerned about our nation right now. I'm concerned about our spiritual status, so to speak. And I know that the times are hard, especially for those of you who have been watching the news. We just recently had the president has been impeached. That doesn't necessarily mean he's been removed, but we're on the verge of having a trial, probably sometime this month, but we'll see. But I think what I want to speak to is I don't necessarily want to promote a particular candidate, but there are two presidential candidates I want to speak about. And one of them is Andrew Yang, who has the slogan math, M-A-T-H, and it represents Make America Think Hard. And then we also have Marianne Williamson, who says we need a change in consciousness, a transformation. And what I want to share with you is that each of their messages are important, especially what Marianne Williamson is bringing to the table. And what I'm grateful for is that having so many Democratic candidates running right now, they're all bringing these very powerful messages to the table. And in a way, it kind of goes with Andrew Yang's slogan, and he refers to his crew as the Yang Gang, is that make America think hard. And I think in part of our waking up, we're having to think hard. We're having to really consider a lot of things. Now, there's major concerns on the table throughout all our candidates, as in the climate and healthcare and justice. It goes on and on, gun regulation. But I think when I watch some of the presentations of Marianne Williamson, she's really striking at the core of my heart and soul. I mean, she is seriously addressing, look, we're not going to change anything in politics and our government until we change the consciousness of the people. And I feel that we're really on that path right now. But that it's really important as we watch these candidates to, just like Speaker Pelosi, when they had to vote on impeachment, she didn't, I think they call it whip her people. She said, I'm leaving it up to your conscience that you know in your heart and soul what is the right decision to make here. And I guess that's the message I want to just kind of spread out with each of us today, is when we get quiet, we know in our hearts and our souls what messages these candidates are sharing that really resonates with us. And forget about the fact that, the polling that's going on and that we're seeing on a daily basis, and who's in the lead and who's not on the debate stage. Regardless of that, I think it's important as you listen to these candidates to just feel them. And who feels right? What message feels right? Because in the end, collectively, we are unifying, and we do need to unify. We need to create a momentum. And that's one of the messages that Marianne Williamson brings to us. We need a momentum. We need a movement. And regardless of who the Democratic candidate ends up being, we all need to unite behind that candidate. Whether we like them or not, we just need to be unified, because over 70% of our voters right now really know we need a different leader. We need a leader. And so I guess today, the message of upliftment is trust in yourself and we'll find each other. That I really truly believe that the collective of our planet, of our nation right now, is unified in really wanting to have a leader who represents the people, who has heartful intentions, who cares about everyone, who really has an empathy for people who don't have food and don't have shelter, and on and on and on. And so I guess this is just my outreach to just encourage all of us. Listen with your hearts. This is a very, very important year. Definitely vote and trust that our vote does matter. We have a lot of movement in this country, not always revealed on the news, that is really working hard to keep our elections clean and free. And we really need to show up in a large mass of vocalizing what we want in our nation. So I think this is a critical time. I think that it's important, like I represented these two candidates today. We need a change in consciousness, a transformation, and make America think hard. Take the time. And I think most importantly, like I said in my first broadcast of this series, it's really important to find that space of neutrality. See if you can't just create that spaciousness and not go at it with a good or bad or a right or wrong. Find that neutrality that allows you to just really look at the whole picture. And then in your heart, we know what to do. We all have a conscience. We absolutely know what to do. So that's my message for this broadcast. And I like keeping these brief because, like I mentioned in my first one, our attention span, due to the way technology is accelerating, is very brief. So I hope I've kept your attention. And please share this video, like this video, and stay with me. I think we can together keep uplifted. In the deepest part of my soul and heart, I know that we are advancing in doing the right thing. All right, I love you all. Namaste, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.